I'm going to tell y'all now why I think things are getting better. Right? Here we go. Here we effing go. Right? So what are one's needs as a person? Right? Because when I was younger, especially in like my early 20s, stepping into the work world for the first time, like I didn't really know what I needed as a person, right? Like, so come to me, come straight to the screen. Let me straighten it. Yeah, there we go. When I was in my 20s, my early 20s, I'm 32 now. I didn't really know what I needed. I sort of vaguely knew some stuff, but say for instance, I am in mood X and I want to get to mood Y. I would not necessarily know what I needed to get from A to B. Look how many letters I'm using. I wouldn't know what to do to get from X to Y. So for instance, if I had a restless feeling, if I kind of had to, I wouldn't know necessarily if it was because I was overtired, I was working too much, if I wasn't doing things that made me happy. In a lot of regards, I didn't really know what made me happy. And I want to divide things into two pieces. I feel like there's grody little insecurities that sneak up on you. I want to briefly talk about this, but this is not the focus of what I want to chat about. There's grody little insecurities like, here's one that I historically has gotten its teeth in me sometimes. A lot of times I feel like other people's needs are more important than my own needs. Because it's easy for me to just sacrifice my own sanity or take a little pain, absorb that in order to make someone else happy, right? Isn't that? It's totally fine. It's totally great. But there would be moments when I would feel like I didn't have a choice, where I felt like I had to do the thing. For instance, there's some times when I felt like I had to say yes to a work gig because of a lot of people are going to expect me to cast that event, so I better say yes to it. It would just be this internal pressure, like, God, but people really feel like they need me to be there, so I got to be there, I got to be there. When in reality, that's just an insecurity thing. And I think it's important to spend time reflecting on thinking about those sorts of insecurities and dealing with them. Now that I'm, over a decade later of thinking about that issue, I now feel comfortable going, sometimes I can choose to sacrifice myself to make someone else happy, and that's okay. That's actually really great. But I don't have to. And it's totally okay if sometimes I just want to go, you know what, I just am not really in the mood to do that. But Sean, we really need you badly. Yeah, I know, this is my weekend off, and I just really want time off. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, right? There's nothing wrong with saying this. That's the insecurity piece. But I want to come to something that has been really bothering me the last 3-4 weeks. That it was almost like a different flavor of things. It's like about 3-4 weeks ago, I just kind of frazzled out. I really like little projects, specifically programming projects, little game prototypey things, because I like that feeling of spending 3 hours here, 4 hours there, 30 minutes here, and then after a period of time, look at all the stuff I have accomplished. I really enjoy that. This is very different from, say, streaming, where if I am streaming today, it's not necessarily like it's building upon a thing. I'm just streaming today, you know what I mean? It's a different type of joy. But I, doing little programming projects, I was doing the streams, the shows, and I was also working out a lot. Oh my God, anyone who says working out gives you energy is full of shit. Are we serious? It is exhausting to make myself go to the gym. Ugh. Every day with this shit. Every rep is a pain in the ass. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm sure generally speaking there has been an overall upward trending of energy with me, maybe, but I sure haven't felt it. I sure haven't been aware of it. I've just been tired. I get on this stream, people are like, how are you? I'm like relaxed and noodly, and if I don't talk for 8 hours, I'll be happy with that. Exercising is exhausting. So, I'm having fun with my little projects. I'm having fun trying to get in shape. I'm having fun with the stream. But I just burnt out. I pooped out. What do I do now? And obviously I was like, no, take a break. Take a break. Do baby workouts. Don't do hard workouts. Just maybe go and jog for 30 minutes. That's it. Just do that. Project-wise, screw the projects, man. We're just going to play Slay the Spire. We're just going to stay up late drafting, even though we just got done drafting for 7 hours. Just chill for a little bit. But the thing that was weird to me is that after 2-3 weeks of being a little burnt out and a little tired, I still wasn't feeling like I had more energy. I was still a little fried. Now, on one hand, it could just be, maybe you were just quite burnt out. Just keep chilling, you're going to be fine. But, I don't like, I just get uncomfortable and itchy if I don't have awareness of a plan. Even if that plan is sit in an inner tube on the ocean and stare at the horizon for 3 hours while your mouth is hanging open, just going, not even reading, just total mindless shit. If that's a plan to do, I feel good. But if I wake up and I'm like, I don't know what's going to resolve this, what do I do? In particular, there's activities like reading about shader programming. I still haven't really done anything with that, but like I love reading about it. That's really interesting and engaging. That sort of activity gives me energy. Learning a skill really gives me energy. A really great book that I get absorbed in for 2 hours, it gives me energy. These are energizing activities. But also, chilling and resting, in theory, should give you energy. So since I'm tired, does it mean that I'm not doing enough energizing activities? Does it mean that I'm not doing enough restful activities? Someone gave me a really useful breakdown that I thought was so fantastic, so excellent for me, which was, let's break activities into 4 groups. First, maintenance activities. These are things like eating healthy, going to bed on time, making sure you're drinking water, showering and being hygienic and keeping the area around you clean. You know, just like real basic functional human stuff. Second category, energizing activities. These are things like studying a skill or like watching some piece of educational content that's like 30 minutes to an hour that's really engaging for me, reading a really good book, working on a project, things like that. These are energizing activities. So we got maintenance, energizing activities. The third is restful things. Now, let me just note, everything I'm saying in these categories can be different for different people. You might find going on a hike for 3 hours to be wildly energizing to you. Some of you might find that to be restful and relaxing. It all depends on you. I'm just describing examples for me of these categories. So again, maintenance, energizing activities. Third one, restful things. For me, you know what's really restful for me? Stuff that involves no communication with any other people. This job is me pushing energy out to other people a lot. That's a lot of what I'm doing. Conversation is me pushing energy out to participate in the conversation. And because so much of my day is consumed with pushing energy out and doing shows like this, I love doing alone-ass things, man. Like putting in headphones, listening to music, and just walking around with no one interacting with me. Going to a coffee shop, sitting and drinking coffee and just sitting there and not interacting with anyone. You know, getting a massage where the masseuse doesn't try to fucking talk to me. So what are your interests? Being really quiet and getting massaged. Jesus, come on, Stuart. Pull your shit together. I'm supposed to be relaxing, not entertaining you. So that's the rest. But there's a fourth category that I'm going to call time filling. Just BS time filling. This is like playing a multiplayer game with friends. Right? Where we're not trying. Just like, you know, like fucking around in PUBG or Overwatch with friends. This is like firing up Slay the Spire and not really thinking about what I'm doing, just trying to continuously reset until I get an OP build. Surfing Reddit. Okay? Derping on Twitter, just, you know, this sort of thing. Watching a stream that I always watch, right? These are things that they're not growing my brain and giving me new stimulating things to talk about. They're not really letting me unplug and rest fully. They're just sort of things that you do at the end of the day for a little bit of mild stimulation. Now, the key thing is like these are not bad. It's not bad to just kind of hang out and fuck around and play games with your friend. That's not bad. It's not bad to dick around on Reddit or Twitter. But the problem is, if based upon this breakdown, what I realized I was doing is when I was like, okay, I gotta rest because I'm feeling burnt out, I was kind of letting the BS time fillers balloon up all of my time. I was letting it balloon up all of my time. You know, I'd wake up, and instead of going to the gym, I would just like open the news and read that, and then it'd be like 2 hours would pass, and it'd be like, oh, I feel like shit. Oh, all right, let me try to unwind before the show and just turn a stream on and just like watch that. And I'm not feeling it. Like call a friend. How are you? And they're like, good. How are you? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I feel like you're attacking me. All these sorts of things. Yeah, and then I'd get done with the show and feel kind of tired, and I'd just like hop on my Discord with the Chunky Spaceman, and we'd play Overwatch or something, play Dota. Just killing time. So upon identifying these, I said, okay, how do I set aside time to make sure I am choosing what to do? Again, it's okay to rest or to do energizing things or to just do maintenance or to just do BS time killers. All of these are fine. But let's make sure it's a choice, not just my brain just saying go to some dopamine and do more BS time killers. So this is what I've been doing in the last like 4 or 5 days, and it's felt really nice. I said, you know what? I really haven't done any of my programming stuff. What's a fun little thing that I could just work on for like 2 hours? So I picked really simple, just new little projects to get me in the habit of opening up a thing and making a thing and getting some pleasure. What about spending some time alone? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to set 30 minutes aside, just go on a walk and listen to music. After my Dota stream on Wednesday, that was a tough stream. I was really roasted after. I was trying really hard, and I was playing like shit. So I felt a little, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do BS time wasting. And it was very satisfying. It was actually really good. And so, like in the past 3 days, I have deliberately chosen to completely dick off on Wednesday night, which was great. On Thursday, I spent a good chunk of time trying to plan and work on a little project that is totally meaningless and was just very satisfying. I scheduled a chat with a buddy this morning to talk about some game designy stuff, just because I think that's interesting and fun and stimulating. And it was great. And I'm just starting to feel better, starting to feel more in control. And that's just nice. So this is why I say I'm feeling better. I'm starting to feel like I'm coming out of my lack of focus funk, and I'm stepping into a place where I'm actually feeling whole. I feel like a whole person. Again, separating. It's not that there's insecurities been bothering me, dragging me down. It's like trying to figure out what are the hell are my needs that make me feel good and satisfied and whole, right? And I'm starting to be able to name them and setting aside time to choose to do them. So it's a grand old feeling, and I'm really happy about it. So now let's kill fucking humans.